Okay, on question 9, it's a bit of a wordy question. So we've got the amount of money Pauline pays into an insurance scheme is recorded each year. The amounts which Pauline pays during the nth year is given by A, n pounds. The first three values of A n are given by. So in the first year she pays in £800, in the second year £650, and in the third year £530. Then you're told the recorded amounts may be modelled by a law in the form, and then you're given A, subscript n plus 1 equals P times A of n plus Q. Okay, so where P and Q are constants, so all that means when it says constants is that they remain the same. So it's a number like 2, 3, or it could be a fraction or a negative, but whatever it is, it's a number that stays the same. Okay, so then for 9 part A, we've got to find the values of P and Q. Right, this question looks a little bit different before than others. Don't let it confuse you. You've been given here that we've got A of n plus 1 equals P a n plus Q. So that's how we're working out our term from term sequence, okay? When you've got, let's just have a look and see what we can get. So we've got, if we imagine n's 1, if you substitute in 1 here, and 1 plus 1 is 2, and that gives you P a of 1 plus Q. Okay, now you've been given, you know what A of the second term and the first term is, so we can substitute those in, and you've got 650 equals P times 800, so we've got 800P plus Q. And you might think, oh, how did I know to do that? Well, it's the only formula you've really been given, and it's got P and Q in it, so you need to use that because your aim is to find P and Q. So we've got that there. If you now have a little move on where n's 2, let's see what we get. So if we substitute back into this top equation here, if you've got 2 plus 1, we've got 3, and then we've got A of 2 plus Q. So here we know what the third term is. It was 530. If we go back and look at the question, A of 2, the second term, is 650. 650 times P is 650P times Q. So at this point here, you've got this equation, you've got two equations, two unknowns. You want to find P and Q, so hopefully you're thinking simultaneous equations. Right, so let's have a little look. I'm going to write them together up here just so it's easier for us to look at. So we've got 650 is 800P plus Q, and 530 is 650P plus Q. If I call that one 1 and that one 2. Okay, if we subtract, by subtracting we'll eliminate Q. So 650 minus 530 is 120. 800 minus 650 is 150 P. And then if you divide through, so we're dividing everything by 150, we then finally end up with that P is 4 over 5. Okay, so there's your value of P. You've almost finished but not quite. You still need to find Q. So just substitute Q in. You can choose any of the equations. I'm going to pop it in to equation 1. So that implies then that 650 equals 800 times 4/5, and then add Q. So if we get Q, we just need to take that away from both sides. So Q is 650 minus that. I haven't got a calculator handy at the moment, or you could work that out first and subtract it. And therefore, finally, you end up with Q is equal to 10, and at that point you're done. Okay, so we could just write that together there. P's 4/5 and Q's 10. Okay, and you're done.